Hey guys, thanks for watching today. This is Roger Daviston, personal development coach. I help people think different so they can feel different so they can change their behavior. And I want to talk to you today a little bit more about the directly responsible person. And do you ever have this happen in your business? I'm going to read you something. It's very funny, but when a crisis happens in your business, how do you respond? And crises happen every day. So stay tuned. I'm on this beautiful porch at my mother's house in Alabama. I'm staying down here for an extended period of time. Probably be here through Thanksgiving, and it's late October. Really blessed to be here. And this morning I had an opportunity to help them. So it's really interesting. This happens in business too. So let me just give you background. We own some rental property, and it's actually rented to a plumbing company that does, what we do. And so here's an email that my mother got this morning that threw her into a tailspin. And it's an email from her property manager. Here's what it says. Please call your window person and advise me what I can do. This is the property manager sending an email to my mom and dad. And this is the message from the landlord. You guys ever have this happen? The service call goes wrong. Morning, Mr. Property Manager. We've been here since April, waiting for windows to be replaced. Sound familiar? We have one that has a huge hole in it, and you can put your hand through the outside. This is causing loss of energy and, more importantly, a security risk. So it is time to get the windows replaced as agreed upon in our original meeting. And I guess the original meeting was back in April. Hey, it's almost November. So mother goes in a panic. Oh my Lord, read this email. This is terrible. What are we going to do? And I listened to her talk to my dad, and I just listened. They're just panic. And I just listened, and after it was all done, I said, Mother, I said, I help people in business with these kind of issues. I said, let me ask you a question. Who was the directly responsible individual that was to see to it that this was taken care of? And she said, well, I guess the window guy. And I said, no, he's not part of the team. It's you and Dad and your property manager. Y'all are the team here. The window guy, I know he's supposed to do the work, and he obviously hasn't done the work, but, he's not the DRI in this system. He's in another system. He didn't work for us. We have no authority over him. And I said, so who among you and Dad and the property manager, who among you is responsible? And she said, well, I guess the property manager. Well, after reading this email, I don't think the property manager understands that he owns this. And I said, between you and Dad, who owns it? And she said, well, I think that's a good question. And I said, that is a good question. The issue is nobody owns it. It just gets delegated, and you think it's going to happen, and it doesn't. So here's the lesson in this story. When you expect things to happen, you delegate it to people and set the expectation, and then you must have a system in place that ensures behaviors happen. So in this particular case, nobody owned it. Nobody set the expectation of owning it. It was delegated to the property manager, maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to ask Dad. But anyway, it was delegated to the window guy. The window guy hadn't done it. And to my mom and dad's surprise, they thought it had been done. And that's because they just assumed it would happen. Well, you can't just delegate and forget. You got to inspect it. have to be systems that ensure behavior happens. That's the reason coaching is so valuable. I coach and mentor technicians. We teach them how to execute the greet. We teach them how to execute the presentation. And that's the reason we do ride-alongs in person. That's the reason we do virtual ride-alongs in person, is so we can verify and hold accountable that behaviors are happening, like the greet and the presentation. Hey guys, it's not that hard to do. It's real simple. Delegate, verify, set expectations, hold people accountable. Hey, thank you. I hope this video helped you, and God bless.